Good evening, Instructor Miller and class. My name is Autumn Darnell. The main research paper for my degree for this class was Health Information Technology, namely the EHRs, the electronic health records, and how they have an effect on patient safety and costs to the healthcare field. Um, healthcare information technology is a broad area. It includes many systems such as the EMRs, the EHRs, PACS, electronic medication administration records, and these are all systems that can be put in place that when they're implemented right, can increase patient safety and decrease the costs that are going out each year to such things, to preventable things. Um, some statistics, they're kind of alarming, but without HIT in place, you're looking at 1 in 25 hospital admissions that result in an injured patient due to preventable medical errors. Deaths range in between 44 to 98,000 a year, and injuries due to medical errors are around 1.3. On top of that, the costs for injuries that end in a patient's death are around about 8 million a year. Now, if we take HIT, put it in place, then these injuries, these deaths should decrease. The money going out on these preventable errors would also decrease. And from an administration standpoint, that's good because that means there's more money coming into your facility. Things, patients are being cared for right. You're not necessarily going to have this negative image to your facility. Um, the government is pushing for the electronic health records, the EHRs, to be in place nationwide by 2014. This is good in the sense that if someone is traveling and say they're in an accident, they can't speak, there's no family around, no friends to explain any kind of health issues or allergies to medicines or interactions, anything like that. A doctor with the electronic health record, a doctor can just go in, bring up the patient's information, and have that record in real time. And sometimes that would be a matter of life and death to a patient. Also, if they're done right, like with PACS, some say treatments too, like if a lung VQ scan is done, we could treat right away and it wouldn't look like it was an error on the medical staff waiting too long to treat something. Um, in the case of the medication records, sometimes physicians' handwriting is illegible and these systems can decipher it and then give the right medication while checking to make sure there's no interactions or allergies to that medication. It also would keep track to make sure a patient wasn't being overdosed or there would be an interaction with another medication. So like when a nurse goes to hand out medication, they would scan each patient. Now, sometimes with this technology, there can be people that try to bypass it. Say the nurse is extremely busy and she would do what's called a batch scan at the end. So while there's more pros to healthcare information technology, if it's not implemented right, the time is taken, there could be just as many cons. So hopefully with more research to be done, we'll be able to tell if it is a good field and it is an important field, but is it enough to increase patient safety and decrease costs? As it stands right now, you can't tell. So it's almost like HIT needs to be implemented with better procedures, better medical staff training, and then the end result would be that increase of patient safety and decrease of cost. So in conclusion, this is a very important topic for a patient standpoint and for an administration standpoint, and I thoroughly enjoyed doing my final paper on this. Thank you and have a nice evening.